Up here's where your biggest risks hide: leaks, mold, and expensive damage. Most commercial roofs fail slowly until they fail big. Why rip it off when you can restore it? Our silicone coatings stop leaks, prevent mold, and extend your roof life without the high replacement cost. It's a 30-year watertight roof, energy efficient, leak-free, and half the cost of replacement. And it's backed by GE's manufacturer warranties. Facility managers love this. No disruption, no tear off, and long-term protection for your property. Trust Absolute Restoration for your commercial roof.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning to you. Happy Tuesday morning. It's now 7:30 a.m. Thank you for waking up with us on Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. I'm meteorologist Maggie McCauley. Maybe you're waking up back to work today after Labor Day and the long weekend. I know it's hard to get out of bed when it's raining outside and cloudy, which is what's going on right now. I hope you have your cup of coffee helping you get out of bed this morning. Let's get into the forecast, shall we? Giving you more of a regional look of our Mississippi Live radar right now. Tracking some showers out here in North Mississippi, but we're not the only ones this morning. You can see these light shower activity from Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, down into the south as well. We're looking at a system kind of pushing in that rain to North Mississippi this morning. So that's been really the overall story. Again, some of us dealing with that rain. You can see here, see that kind of easterly movement as it pushes its way in. Again, that's going to be happening over the next few hours as well. Now more of a stilled image so I can show you exactly where the rain is this morning. You can see the heavier pockets right now in places like northwest Mississippi, really more along the Tennessee and Mississippi state line over in Tate County, and also into places like DeSoto County, up into places like Memphis. So if you are traveling along 55, know you're going to be dealing with rain headed into Memphis this morning. Same story if you're traveling along 22, Holly Springs down near Hickory Flat, going to be dealing with some light shower activity as well. So that's look at northwest Mississippi where the heaviest rain is. Want to show you down around the Golden Triangle region because we did see a few heavier pockets just west of Macon right now as well. We did see some in Starkville. I have a live camera we'll look at on the Mississippi State campus to see if that's still ongoing. It's looking like that's kind of moving out of Starkville right now, or dissipating as well, but still seeing some rain in the Golden Triangle region as well if you're headed out near that area. Heaviest pockets I'm tracking right now actually happen to be in North Alabama. So take a look at these. These are seeing some heavier pockets just east of Iuka along North Alabama, as I said. And then this cluster that I've really been watching, it's kind of been sitting still. It's trying to push out of our area, but it's still really just sitting in almost the same place it was. About 14 strikes total of lightning with this. That has gone down, so I think these could be weakening over the past few minutes as well. But again, that's the heaviest pocket that's closest to us. So if you are headed from North Mississippi into North Alabama this morning to Decatur, Athens, anywhere close like that, Double Springs, a little bit further south as well, you're going to be dealing with this kind of heavier pocket of showers and storms that has set itself up. Here's what you need to know over your day ahead and then over the next few. We're still going to be dealing with rain chances this afternoon, so still going to need that rain gear handy for you. As we head into the rest of the week, it's looking a little bit warmer out there. Temperatures continuing to tread a little bit upward. And then I'm also looking towards the weekend because it's looking nice out there, especially for the back half of your weekend. We'll talk about that in the next few minutes. Overall temperatures right now in the 70s for the most part, so not as cool of a start as we've been seeing over the past few mornings. A lot of us in the 70s right now. 70 over in Ottawa County, 70 in Eupora, 71 in Grenada, a little bit warmer over in Greenwood, 73. So most of us in the 70s. If you're closer, maybe northwest Mississippi up near Memphis, you're in the 60s. That's really because of that rain-cooled air. Same story over in Alcorn County in Iuka as well. They're sitting in the 60s. Over the first 12 hours for your day ahead, rain chances do stick around again into the afternoon as well. So that's why I say have the rain gear handy in case you get under one of those heavier pockets pockets from now all the way until about 5 o'clock. Temperatures look to be in the 70s all the way through midday, eventually in the upper 80s though. So we do warm back up into the 80s today, sitting just ever so slightly below average. We'll be back in the low 80s by 5 and then back in the 70s by your 8 o'clock hour. And again, the main story today going to be those really isolated pesky showers that are ongoing. Here's a live look. I told you we have a live look over in the Mississippi State campus. Let me show you and move out of the way so you can kind of get a full view of that. Still seeing that light shower activity as kids are getting off and about to the start of their school day, back from Labor Day. Yeah, they're going to need the rain gear as they head out because I'm still seeing some rain live on that. Again, just that kind of dreary look. It's hard to get up when things look like that. But overall, rain ongoing still within the city of Starkville. Live look in Tupelo, nice conditions. Not everybody dealing with rain. Lee County, you're good to go. Not seeing any rain ongoing, at least for now. And beautiful sunrise with lots of clouds going on this morning. Overall, rain continues, as I said, this afternoon. I want to give you more of an overview look over your next few afternoons. As we head for 5 o'clock, you can see that scattered downpour activity happening through North Mississippi, all the way up into Kentucky as well. So again, not the only ones dealing with rain today. As we shift into your Wednesday, we're keeping about a 30% chance of rain in the forecast. And here is why. Into your Wednesday afternoon, we're still tracking a few scattered showers in the mix. Now you can tell with this, it's not as prevalent as today. Not as many people going to be seeing rain tomorrow as they do today, but still in the forecast. So again, keeping about a 30% chance out there for your Wednesday afternoon. So let's look over the next few afternoons. Coming up next, I'm going to be tracking you hour by hour throughout today and tomorrow. So when exactly can you expect that rain to come in and out of the forecast? We're also going to be talking through rain totals, also your latest drought monitor coming up, and that 7-day, that all-important 7-day forecast that, yes, does include the weekend. That's coming up as well. So you want to stick with this. We'll have all that coming up.
Hey, you there! Ever try to do something in under 6 minutes? Anything, like, say, grow a beard. I bet you can. At Sweet Pepper's Deli, you get quality food in under 6 minutes. Now, how about that? Sweet Pepper's Deli. Life is sweet.
March 24th, 2023 was a normal Friday. You know, we knew the weather was not good, but we needed to take shelter, and we didn't have shelter. My husband and almost 2-year-old daughter, Ethan and Riley, they did lose their lives in the storm. We're still recovering from it. We'll always be recovering from it. Matt Laupon cares about the community. He's not just there to collect a paycheck. I feel like Matt Laupon has proven himself trustworthy.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McAuley.
Well, good morning yet again. I am Mississippi Live meteorologist Maggie McAuley, tracking out rain out the door for you this morning, at least for some of us here in North Mississippi. Let's get into the forecast, shall we? Let's tell you what's going on right now, and then we'll talk about the next 7 days. Again, I'm still tracking rain, especially Northwest Mississippi from Holly Springs, Tate County, Hernando, South Haven, up into Memphis, seeing that rain this morning. So if you are traveling along 55 or 22 headed up around South Haven or into Memphis, you're going to be dealing with that rainfall this morning. And we know that can become a traffic headache quick in that area. Overall, into the Golden Triangle region, we're still tracking that rain. Let me zoom in and show you that. Still seeing some rain in Starkville. This really looks like it's kind of headed out, but when I look at the camera over at Mississippi State, still seeing some pesky ongoing rainfall there. That's stretching all the way into Columbus as well, and south. Macon dealing with some rain, and just west of that as well, dealing with a few heavier pockets along 14. So if you plan on traveling from Louisville to Macon this morning, you're going to be dealing with that as well. So that's another heavier pocket. Show you the last one, and then we'll get into the forecast, and that's that all-important one that's shaping up in North Alabama. take a look at this. Some really heavier pockets, about 15 to 20 lightning strikes total with all of this that you see on your screen. So yes, some thunderstorms within this cluster that's ongoing. One of those kind of shaping up on the Mississippi and Alabama state line up into Tennessee as well, sitting just east of Iuka, so some of over there. But this is what I'm really watching, is this cluster that's setting up just east of Florence, really from Town Creek down to Double Springs, seeing some heavier rain stretching into Decatur as well. So if you're traveling in this area, you're going to be running into some heavier pockets of rain this morning, the heaviest that we're tracking within our region. Overall, no airport delays this morning, so you're good to go. If you're getting on a flight or you're watching us heading back in from your extended Labor Day weekend, you're good to go across the area from Memphis International down to Jackson, also even over into Shreveport, Louisiana, Dallas, not looking at any ongoing airport delays this morning. So that's some good news. No airport delays, no roadway delays. Take a look at this over in Blue Springs. All of our cameras look good to go, looking at 22. If you're traveling along this area, no backups or delays there either. Really looking nice out there. Nice over in Batesville as well in Panola County. Looking like a lot of cloud cover in the forecast this morning, but overall no ongoing rain there. Here's a look at the big picture as we head over today and tomorrow. Looking at a system kind of bringing in moisture into our area. You can know those showers and storms that were moving in this morning kind of had that easterly turn. That's that same story. It's just the progression of the system that's making its way closer to the region, bringing in that moisture, bringing in that potential for showers and storms over our next few afternoons. As for your day planner ahead, maybe you're not getting out until about the mid-morning. Same story, still going to be tracking in some showers and storms all the way through 11 o'clock as well. Temperatures look to rise through the 70s this morning, eventually into the upper 70s as we head just before noon. High temperatures today, though, look to be back in the 80s. Some of us a little bit warmer than others. So South Haven, Senatobia, Clarksdale near 90 degrees. I think a lot of us are actually going to be falling in the middle to upper 80s due to all this cloud cover and rain in the forecast. So 87 in Houston, 85 down in Eupora, 86 down in Kosciuszko, 88 over in Grenada. Overall, most of us just sitting ever so slightly below average. Average for this time of year is near 90. So let's look at high temperatures today. Let's talk about that hour-by-hour forecast in terms of rainfall. Through the mid-morning, I think we're still going to be tracking out those isolated downpours there, and then even into noon and on. I would take where these are with a grain of salt. I'm not saying at noon we're going to have a heavy shower near Water Valley, because as the progression of these systems, they're kind of sporadic in nature. They're just popping up through our day ahead as moisture continues to funnel in. So that's why I say if you got any plans now, noon, even into your afternoon, just make sure to have the rain gear handy in case you get under one of these heavier pockets. Again, those stick around all the way through your 4 o'clock hour as well. And you can see kind of those reds and oranges. Yes, it could be heavy at times as these continue to pop up through North Mississippi. Some of them try to hang on by 10 o'clock and on, but I think we really start to dry out overnight into your Wednesday. Wednesday morning yesterday looked pretty wet. Here's the good news, looking more on the dry side for your Wednesday now. So Wednesday, about a 30% chance, and that's mainly for the afternoon. So look at this, all the way through noon on your Wednesday, you're good to go. I'm not tracking out any rain. However, as we head 3, 4 o'clock into your 5, 6 o'clock hour, we start to see more of these heavier pockets yet again come into play across the region. So North Mississippi seeing that again into those early afternoon into early evening times for your Wednesday. Not as many people seeing this throughout the day as today. So that's why we keep about 30% chance. I told you we're going to be talking about your rainfall amounts, and I told you it wasn't very much. So here's a look at it over your next 3 days. Most of us not even picking up a 1/4 of an inch. If you're lucky enough, you could pick up a 1/4 inch to a half an inch. And as I said with where the rain is on Futurecast, same story with this. I would take this with a grain of salt where it says 1/2 inch in Lee County could easily be 1/2 inch in Houston. It's whoever gets the lucky enough to get under one of those heavier pockets. If you do, then you could get more of that, 1/4 to 1/2 inch amount. So that's at best what you're going to be seeing over the next few days. I don't think it's going to be a drought buster. This is a look at our latest drought monitor. Again, we're seeing that moderate drought creeping into North Mississippi. It's already in Northwest Mississippi down into the Delta. It's trying to stretch into places like Lee County and make its way into the area. These update on Thursday, so I'm going to have a latest look at that if you want to know the update on Thursday to see if they extend this further, which I expect they do because we really haven't seen a whole lot of rain since last Thursday when they updated this. So not a drought buster for sure over the next few days. Temperatures look to stay in the 80s through Wednesday. Then we get up into the upper 80s on Thursday, near 90 on Friday. Listen, Friday is looking pretty warm out there. If you like warmer conditions, you'll probably like Friday. We've been continuing to trend that day upward. I think I had it in the 80s yesterday morning. Matt took it to the 90s last night. I took it to the low 90s this morning. So you can kind of see the trend there. We're continuing to trend that day up, looking like a warm one to end out your work week ahead. Not excessive heat. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying it's going to be warmer than our 7-day stretch, looking the warmest to be on Friday. Going into Saturday, I do want to talk about that as well. I don't have a rain chance on the 7-day forecast. I think I have about a 10% chance in there for Saturday. We're going to continue to watch that day. If you have any plans, I want you to keep checking up with the forecast. I'm watching another cold front come in on Saturday, and models are just in disagreement. Is it going to rain? Is it not going to rain? So we're going to continue to watch Saturday. I don't want to get your hopes up or let them down with putting a rain chance in there. But if you have any plans, again, just keep checking up. As we get closer to time, we'll really be able to hone in on, are we going to be seeing rain in North Mississippi on Saturday or not from that system coming in? One thing I do know with that system coming in is it's going to be making a nice back half of the weekend. So if you got any plans for Sunday into your next work week, that'll really not necessarily bring temperatures down too much, but it's going to be bringing those drier air, nicer air into the forecast. I want to show you this before we go as well. This is more of an extended look at your forecast. So going into next week, September 8th through the 12th, this is again your next work week, we're looking at below average temperatures sticking around. So that's good news if I have some fall weather lovers out there. Not too below average. You can see the most below average is actually sitting up to our north, up in Chicago, Buffalo, New York, up there in the north. But the further down you get, we're still sitting below average into your next week ahead. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a preview out there for our upcoming forecast for next week. Let me show you your live look at Mississippi Live radar just before we go, just to show you the ongoing rainfall. If you didn't catch that at the beginning of our live show, again, tracking some isolated showers out there, a few storms as well, mainly dry for the most part. If you look across, a lot of us dry, like Tupelo, Oxford, Bruce, you're dry, but some few showers out there, especially in places like the Delta. You can see a few showers extending south of Charleston, north of Greenwood as well. Grenada getting in on that. A little bit of a heavier downpour in places like Northwest Mississippi, talking South Haven, Hernando, sitting just east of Coldwater and Senatobia, a little bit of heavier pocket, and Holly Springs as well. So what you need to know with that is if you are planning on heading up 55 to DeSoto County or along 22 from really New Albany to Holly Springs or Holly Springs to South Haven, you're going to be dealing with rain this morning in that area. And then I want to talk about the heaviest downpours that we're seeing, and that's actually in North Alabama. So if you are in Mississippi from Boonville to Corinth, traveling across the state line this morning, you're going to be dealing with the heaviest pockets that we see region-wide. So seeing that really sitting just east of Iuka, that heavier pocket, this does have some lightning associated with it as well. The strikes have continued to go down, so this could be weakening, but again, it's the heaviest that we're seeing on radar right now. So seeing that kind of band or stretch just east of Iuka, but it's this cluster that I've been watching all morning. You could see it's finally trying to push out the area. It's so slow. It's barely moving, y'all. So if you are traveling again from North Mississippi into places like Athens, Decatur, Alabama, Priceville, all the way down to Double Springs, just know you're still going to be dealing with rain because this really just sitting over the top of you. That's the heaviest portion we're seeing right now. As always, I am so glad you tuned in with us this morning on Mississippi Live Weather. Thank you so much for starting your day with me. We, again, will be back at 5, 6, and 10, so make sure to keep up with the latest forecast from the Room to Room Weather Center with Matt and Gabe this evening. Again, our next newscast is at 5 p.m., and I'll be up early with you yet again tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Growing up, Gabe was naturally curious. When he began to discover weather, Gabe just didn't want to know what was happening, but he wanted to know why it was happening. Gabe became fascinated with tornadoes, and it impacted his life. He wanted to pursue a career in meteorology. Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.